Hi everybody, artist, philosopher Ken Valerio, back at the Asheville Art Museum. As many of you know, I protested the fees for entrance to the art museum a few years ago when we were in the heart of the pandemic. I am back and I have decided to continue my campaign to open the doors of the Asheville Art Museum to the poor. This is for a few reasons, but in this video I'm going to tell you why I'm doing this, and I'm also going to tell you how I'm going to do it, and I'm going to invite you to help me do so. So first I want to talk to you about my justification for believing that museums by definition should be free to the public. It is my belief that museums are representative of the abundance of a society. They are the exhibited treasures of a society, and because of that definition, they should be freely shared. I also believe that because our society is facing such dramatic economic inequality, that this is yet one other place where poor people are deprived of a basic pleasure that can help their lives. And the justification for the fee entrance, the transactional nature of entering a museum, is often couched in the idea that the museum will benefit from those fees. In a location such as this, when you have thousands and thousands of people every day, that financial justification is just not sound. The museum would make a lot more money by having its doors open than closed. I strongly believe that the reason the transactional experience is put in front of museums, like a lot of our social places, is to keep poor people and teenagers out of the museum. These are two groups, one of which I belong to, that I believe not only have rights to see the items in the museum, but would benefit them most, actually, in a time such as this. These paywalls are going up in front of so many places in our society, so many sacred places where we as citizens are getting deprived further and further of our enjoyment of the benefits of our society. So I'm asking you to join me in this for a few reasons. One, I want you to be a part of this. I want you to know what it is to have a small democratic victory. I believe that's what we need right now. We need people to realize we don't have to, the things are bad and people feel overwhelmed. And what I want to do with this art project, and that's what this is not a political action, this is an art action. I want to show how political art and social engagement can be fun and enjoyable. I plan to facilitate this to be an enjoyable experience, but also to show that small actions, small victories can help us to be inspired. That's what art is supposed to do. It's supposed to inspire us to our greatest virtues. And so how we're going to do that is next week, 2 weeks from now, December 17th on a Sunday, I'm going to come here with my art. I'm going to bring my sketch pad, and I'm going to offer one of my drawings in exchange for the opening of the Asheville Art Museum doors. I'm going to ask my artist friends to show up for me, to be here with me, to help and support me on this if you agree with the fact that the museum should be open to the poor. That this is another negative consequence of being poor is not having access to culture. So I'm going to ask you to join me if you're an artist and bring your drawings so that we can create a work of collaborative art that we give to the museum in exchange for peaceful requests that the doors be open. And this art piece can become really interesting, so I want to invite you to participate in this. If you do not have a drawing, or you do not want to draw, but you want to be a part of having a democratic victory, come and I will give you one of my drawings, and I'll invite other artists to bring extra drawings that you can put your name on, so that when these drawings go up on the wall the first day that we celebrate the opening of this museum, we can all collectively share in this small victory. I'm hoping that a small victory like this can lead educators to looking for small victories in the schools, for medical workers to look for small victories in our terrible medical system, for government workers to look for small victories in their places of work. this is what I can do. I'm an artist. I've been a professional artist and philosopher for 30 years. I know that these walls should be open to teenagers and poor whenever they want. On a Sunday, you can bring your family and look at the art. I know this to be true. And so if we have a small victory of truth in this one place that we can celebrate, and we can start to open the doors of our society, it can inspire others to do the same. So please, please, I'll be posting details of how you can be involved. If you are a friend of mine, I expect you to help me. I'm calling you out. If you consider yourself a friend or fan of my work, please, please come and be with me. I do not want to be alone. I will if I have to, but I want this to be fun. I want a lot of people here, and I want a free Asheville Art Museum for the poor. I am poor. My wife and I are educators, and we live definitely in the poor zone economically. And I know so many people who are also poor, and we cannot afford to go to the museum with our families on a Sunday, and I want to change that. So please help me. Thank you for all your support and encouragement through all the years, keeping me strong. And I hope that this is something I can do for my society, and I hope you'll help me. Thank you.